Hit songs like La Copa de la Vida made Ricky Martin a superstar. And to hear him tell it, openness about his life has made him a very happy man. With Tracy Smith, we take note.
This is what happens when Las Vegas, a place not known for subtlety, meets Ricky Martin.
She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight.
The artist just walks on stage ready for fire. Me as an artist, I don't settle for little things.
She's living la vida loca, come on! Living la vida loca, living la vida loca.
Martin's joining a rarefied club, stars big enough to have a Las Vegas residency. From now until September, he'll be playing Park Theater at Monte Carlo, more intimate than a stadium, but still intimidating.
5,200 seats every night. Does that worry you, filling those seats?
Oh, of course, you don't want to sing to an empty house.
What draws people in, Martin says, is 90 minutes of pure adrenaline.
The Vegas audience is tough?
Yes, I think it's a tough audience, yeah.
But you like them?
Yeah, you know, you have those high rollers that all of a sudden, if they're not having a good time, they go straight to their phone. And I'm like, hey, shh, come here, come back.
Be a lady tonight.
Those high rollers expect a lot of flash. And Ricky Martin doesn't want to disappoint. So at a rehearsal a few weeks ago in Los Angeles, director Jamie King
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Went over every detail down to the last thread.
So we can find a place for you to take that jacket off, which is what we should show next.
This one powerful moment.
King's worked with Madonna, Prince, and Michael Jackson, and ranks Ricky Martin right up there with them.
When he gets on stage, I mean, you know, when he gets on stage, it's like you're captivated, you're moved to just watch this man. He's so fantastic.
After all, Martin spent most of his life on stage. He was born Enrique Martin IV in San Juan, Puerto Rico on Christmas Eve in 1971. Early on, it was clear little Ricky loved the spotlight.
This all began with a 6-year-old and a wooden spoon.
I would grab a wooden spoon and I would perform in the balcony of my grandparents' house. And I always needed to perform some way, somehow.
You needed it.
I needed it. I became an altar boy to be on stage.
By age 7, the Catholic schoolboy was doing TV commercials. 5 years later, he joined the Latin boy band Menudo. To teenage girls, they were the Beatles. To Martin, they were the Marines.
It was military, but I would do it all over again. You're here, you follow instructions. So this is what you're gonna sing, this is what you're gonna wear, this is what you're gonna say in interviews. And when you've had it, you leave.
You had it after about, what?
5 years?
5 years?
I was in the band for 5 years, yeah. I needed more.
He acted on Broadway and TV and set out to find his own musical sound. Ricky Martin's made 15 albums in Spanish and English, won 5 Grammy Awards, and captivated audiences all over the world.
Do you still have that same feeling that you got when you were 6 years old?
I'm addicted, yes. I am hooked on this. It forces me to analyze my emotions. Because that's what the audience wants. The audience wants you to be transparent, to be real, to be honest. And even when I had to hide things about my persona, on stage, I wasn't. On stage, I was just completely open.
Offstage, Martin had secrets. But when his twin sons, Mateo and Valentino, were born to a surrogate mother in 2008, he had an epiphany.
If I am not honest with my kids, what am I teaching them? I'm teaching them to lie.
So after years of denying his sexuality during interviews, Martin posted this message to his fan website in 2010. I am proud to say that I am a fortunate homosexual man. I am very blessed to be who I am.
It was, wow, I struggled so much. It was extremely painful. And when I finally sent that tweet and I shared with the world my sexual orientation, I was like, oh my God, this is it? Bah, perfect, perfection.
Why do you think you didn't do it sooner?
Because I was afraid. I was afraid of rejection. Because unfortunately, you know, first of all, for many years, a lot of people told me that my feelings were evil. What you're feeling is not godly. I'm not a good person. If I'm feeling this, I'm not a good person. Not more of that. I'm a good person. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. No, enough, not more of that. And I've been the happiest man ever since.
And if there's one thing 45-year-old Ricky Martin sings about, it's living a happy, if sometimes crazy, life.
Do you still, now as a father of two, do you still have La Vida Loca in some sense?
No, definitely the decisions that I make today, even for my career, are based on the well-being of my children.
How has fatherhood changed you?
Everything changes. It's not about you anymore. There's no more sleeping late. And I'm only starting. I want a big family. I like the noise of children running around the house. I want daddy's little girl now. Let's see what happens.
Girl next?
I think so, yeah, of course. We have to have a balance in the house.
Are you making plans for that?
We're making plans. Now it's we. We are making plans.
We is Ricky and his Syrian-born fiancée, artist Jawan Yosef. They met on Instagram.
And we talked for like 6 months about art and about life. Nothing sexy. And then I saw him.
And when you saw him?
Love at first sight.
Was it? Boom.
That's it. It's him.
And there's a big day coming up, a wedding?
Well, we don't know the day yet. We don't know the day, but yes, we're engaged and we're having a really good time. But yeah, maybe this year. I want a big wedding. I want a 3-day celebration, at least.
Will you sing at your wedding?
No, I want people singing for me in my wedding.
Okay, that's fair.
Woke up right here in Vegas. In a funky cheap hotel.
When he considers his life, sometimes he tries to imagine what Ricky Martin the boy would think of Ricky Martin the man.
So do you think your 6-year-old self would be proud of the Ricky Martin that is today?
Now he is proud. He wasn't that proud a few years, maybe 10 years ago, but now he would be very proud. In my family, they call me Kiki. My friends call me Kiki, so he would be saying, well done, older Kiki.
Gotta go to the beat.